That's cool. How long have I been playing for? In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. A young woman alone in the world, she was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption and new start. You wouldn't think following the modern railway line into Tibet that this prosperous village was once home to notorious prophetess Mary Baines, a local witch haunted the locals with her tales about the end of the world. Although such prognostications may seem quaint nowadays, her grave in the churchyard is still avoided by all in the village, and nothing grows here. A noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. Long Meg? Sorry, I've not heard of it, but I'll keep an eye out for you in the library. As long as you can get me some fever kiss, that is. Too many late nights at the library taking their toll. I have this identified. I do not. Pale in color, red berries. Oh, I've looked at it before, that's why. Fever kiss. In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. I thought maybe it was a shot. There's talk around town of a woman who wears a green mask made of jade. There are all sorts of oddballs in Undermere, but that's certainly unusual. Yeah. Beckfoot candle. Beckfoot. The candle leads me east of Westwater. To the north, the mighty Scafell Pike grazes the sky, the tallest peak in England. The challenge beckons to me, perhaps another time. I got a new plant. An interesting looking plant. Black Hall Road. I've been talking to people around town, trying to learn as much as I can about the beast that is rumored to have been seen in these parts. In the old world, they called this thing the Servant, but the people here seem to have forgotten that name. Except the group calling themselves the Seeds of Redemption. There's something I did not expect. They have made it clear that they want me to stay away from the Servant. They seem to worship it. But I'm getting distracted. My Gerthanium supplies are low. I need more. Plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Those who inhale smoke from burning its long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness to levels otherwise unachievable. Some known Dranthium, that's correct, Dranthium, as green eye, a name derived from the telltale signs of overdose, where even the whites of the eyes take on a green tint. I feel like I just got new plants too. This has gotta be it. Do a pink tag. Geranthium. Black Hall Road. Black Hall. Back Barrow. Black Comb. Cut Longwood. Do I need this letter out? In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. I crept around Black Comb 2 nights ago in pitch black. That eye bright is some potent stuff. I could see clear as day. Up on the fell, I found a shallow pit full of skulls, some deer, fox, badger, and some human. Ooh, there was an eerie silence about the place, and every part of me was screaming to get out of there. Back down on the flat, I heard a terrible noise like an axe maker's whetstone, but unmistakably animal. High on the ridgeline, I saw a cowled woman wearing a jade mask watching me, and beside her something dark and human, bloody huge. I don't mind admitting that I'm out of my depth on this one. I need to speak to Verona again. While I'm here, I'll grab some wild coal for my pounding head. Wild coal. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of a hair of the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. That's you, Ruben. There are some who consider wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owning to its rarity and claim that it is bad luck to pick berries from it. Purple berries. Wild coal. And Tibet. Well, it's not Tibet. North, east, south, south. You know, it's fine. North, east, south, south, west, south, south. I find myself on a patch of moorland surrounded by jagged peaks, menacing clouds. A distinctive plant stands out against the swatches of purple heather, and there another. Okay. I've got to adjust my plant situation here. Running out of room on the blues. That one hasn't been identified yet. I guess technically this one's purple. I don't really know what to do about this. Do I have flowers that look like this in my book? The page turning is so satisfying. Winter boar? It's not like there's anything really I can do with them. Well, it looks like I'm in the right place. I don't want to have to trip all the way over to Red Pike, so hopefully you've got what I'm after. It's a non-flowering plant with smallish leaves, and it seems to grow mostly on Red Pike. At least that's the only place I've found it. Non-flowering plant with smallish leaves. Verona is back. Poor Ruben, he looks a little worse for wear this morning. He took it hard when his wife died, and he never did quite give up the drink. I think I know the ritual was performed at the stone circle. It all adds up. It was a summoning spell. Someone called to something across the void and tried to bring it here. And with the state of that body all torn to shreds, I'd say they succeeded. And then the gilded dendra, that really got me thinking. I found this in Dr. Worthing's Bestiary, a little light reading for you. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest again. The Sisterhood will know more. It has many names. Some call it the Woken Dendru, believing it to be related in some way to the deadly gilded dendra plant. Others call it the Night Stalker, the Hesima, or the Dread. But the most common name for it shires in the Servant. You'll have heard of it in in children's songs such as Keep the Fire Burning and Servant and Master, and there are hints of it in older stories, but nobody alive has seen it in the flesh. It is said that the dead ground northeast of Tibet, where nothing but black digitus mortis grows, was caused when the Servant last walked our lands hundreds of years ago. Northeast. Oh, I did it wrong. I'm an idiot. There's not a... Black Hall Road. Kindle? Maybe it's Kindle. Maybe it's not Black Hall Road. Maybe it's Kindle. Maybe there's a Kindle. Kindle. I should be doing the other thing, but damn it. I find the medicinal herbology shop off Black Hall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter, Robert Barrow. Presumably you're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. It turns out Robert is collective unusual fungi, and I have just the thing for him. Do I? Oh, I have fungi. Red patches that often seem to be growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not part of the plant. I believe it is this one. 3 plants? 3 whole plants? That's kind of great. Let me label this baby. I gave him 1 plant and he gave me 3. I don't feel like that's a fair trade, but okay. Caledonian. It's a long name. This is an interesting looking flower or plant. I guess it might not be a flower. I can't believe I did that wrong. Unless I didn't. I don't think I did. I don't think I didn't do it wrong. I definitely did it wrong. I don't think I did it right. Northeast. There we go. The wide area of blackened ground here is known to the locals as Dead Man's Field. Dark mushrooms protrude from the soil like fingers reaching out. Ew! Those look disgusting. I do not like those. night, hopefully one that's not difficult, and it's blank. Every day she attentively followed the teachings of the Arda. Every day she patiently performed the task given her. Every day thoughts of the book itched away at the back of her mind. I'm guessing. A secret uncovered is a secret no more. 2 miles north of Foxfield. 1, 2. 3 ravens circle above their calls and croaks, cleaving the silence and omen. I take what I came for and leave. Oh, it's glowing. It's a very interesting looking plant. Gosforth, is that a location? It is. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. But my old man, one from your librarian friend. Librarian. I'm sorry guys, I don't say it right. In reference to your question the other day about Long Meg, I'm afraid I do not have an answer, but Calder Abbey has a wealth of knowledge and a local lore. If you ever go there, the monks will request a plant from you, but they won't tell you what they want. A sort of test. They never allowed me in to look through their stacks. Calder Abbey. Okay. Small window opens from within the much larger oak door. From the darkness within, a voice proclaims, only a friend may enter. Only a friend. Plant to signify friendship. Fox button might do a trick. I'm sorry guys, I had to use a hint because otherwise I was gonna be swimming through this book. Opposite pairs. Meek do. There's no shame in using a hint, at least in my book. The hatch snaps shut and the oak door swings inward. Slowly, without a sound, I am ushered in by a man wearing a plain brown robe. He nods silently when I ask about Long Meg and leads me through the abbey to a small library filled with scrolls and books. Without a word, he pauses for a moment surveying before selecting a scroll and handing it to me. Regarding Long Meg, there is a stone circle north of Undermere. According to local legend, some hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years ago, a witch known as Long Meg lived nearby along with her daughter. They were gilded, godless people who practiced evil magic until one night, they went too far, and Meg and her daughters were turned to stone. The tallest stone that stands apart from the main circle is called Long Meg by the locals. Okay. The Sisterhood are trying my patience again. If the old Arda was around, but she's not. They've kept secrets for hundreds of years. If ever there was a time to share them, it is now. They know of a way to defeat this servant, some ritual or weapon or something, but their stubborn pride won't bring them to ask for help. Well, I won't sit idly by and do nothing. I'd better have a little chat with this new Arda. I think I'll take some mountain astery with me. promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. The large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. It must be this. Mountain Astery. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. The river is in its youth here, flowing swiftly through the rocks with a melodic gurgle. Among the tall grasses that line the riverbank is a much more unusual looking flower. It's kind of a big flower too. Goodness me. Okay. Thomas Green. You look interesting. I've finished the designs you asked me to work on. Be careful unwrapping these. Some of the glasswork is quite delicate. I've taken great care transporting them. My lab equipment is finally here. I will now be able to brew elixirs using ingredients from my plants. Are you serious? This is epic. I can make this elixir. Crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants. No. This looks familiar. None of these look like... No, definitely not that plant. The new Arda wouldn't like me being here, but the forest is in danger. I spoke with Verona Green earlier. It's bad. If the Dindru has awoken, then it will come for us. You must place an offering at the altar of Arduina. Seems Beth has been able to keep her fellow sisters away from this part of the forest for now at least. The trees are thick here, old too. The altar seems to belong here, as much a part of the forest as the gnarled trunks and twisting roots. I must place an offering to the goddess of Ardrina. Okay. Ember Soul is thought to have protective properties. It is something given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. It produces flowers with many petals. Watch out, the leaves they're razor sharp. Or cauldry. Dark magic founding. There's those who worship place the flowers in offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from a thin stem with small leaves. Does it matter which one I do? I would say I would do this one. But I feel like the Ember Soul might be better because it has protective properties. You must place an offering at the altar. Ember Soul. Thin stem with small leaves. It's probably this one. Okay, we'll do the Ember Soul because I feel like that's just, in my opinion, I feel like it's better. In my opinion. Need help. I'm being harassed by loonies shouting about the redemption, saying they're going to set it free, whatever the hell that means. Well, they can take their seeds of whatever, woken something or other nonsense, and stick it where the sun doesn't shine. I'm not joining their damn cult. I just want to tend to my garden in peace. I'm looking for some larkshine to drive them away if they come around again. Let's see what I've got. Plant with a powerful defense mechanism. Pretty sure it's gonna be this funny looking plant here. It releases stinging barbs triggered by a light touch. The pain is said to be unbearable and can last for several days. Sometimes confusingly called kidney flower, this is thought to be a reference to the kidney-shaped seeds held within the spiny pods that grow on this plant. Larkshine. Okay. Do we think I have the plants to make this? I probably don't. Well, I'm all caught up on everything else except this. I feel like this one is definitely the first one. Well, I don't have anything else, so I'm just gonna end it. And maybe we'll be able to figure it out. Oh! 902, 803. In time she learned that the sister had its secrets, or had she always known that? Had she come to them by chance, or had she sought them out deliberately? She wasn't sure, but by now she knew what she wanted, and she would do anything to get it. Okay, Queen. That makes sense. 902, 803, 16E. Impressive ridgeline of the crinkled crag stretches across the full width of my vision. Days like today are worth being alive for. A colorful plant stands out amongst the moss. Another interesting looking plant for the collection. I didn't even see what you said. My old man reckons there's a plant what can find pots of gold buried underground. Don't know what it's called, but I bet you do. Tell you what, when I'm rich, I'll throw a share of gold your way. A plant that is believed to have by many to lead you to gold. I didn't read that correctly at all, but it's fine. You'll have about as much luck searching for the end of a rainbow. The soft frilled leaves can soothe insect bites and stings. It is also known as golden light and sometimes fool's hope. Soft frilled leaves. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Oh, for sure it's this one. I'm gonna leave it yellow because I feel like that fits because its name is Weeping Bell. Isn't that cute? It's so cute. Enos Elford, I have a task for you that would greatly aid the seeds of redemption. One of the Dreyer is in town, and we know he's paid you a visit already, no doubt feeding his habit. We'll suspect he's here to hunt the Dendru. If he returns, give him some of this. He'll make a orky sacrifice for the Dendru. Let's help him on his way. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think if he asks for something specifically, I'm gonna give him what he wants. I'm heading out on the road again, but before I leave, I wanted to store some valuables in a safe. I don't trust myself to remember the combination, and I certainly don't trust myself to write it down anywhere and not lose it. This is where you come in. Surely you've got something up your sleeve. Okay. Okay, I'm confident this is one of the plants. I've already looked at that one. Maybe there's some here that I don't have labeled. That is definitely not that. This one's new. Okay. That, I mean, that looks correct. And that's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And yes, what I'm talking about. This is for you, Amos, my bestie. Edmund Cochran, please help me. I lost my dog while walking out in the fells. The mist rolled in and he was gone. I remember where there was a plant you could use to help me find people. I wonder if it works for dogs. It has unusual black and golden flowers. Jacobsworth? I'm not killing a man because some man told me to. I'm not doing that. He needs help finding his dog. Just say that point to reach any person you want to locate. Simone Green. Oh goodness, Hellbor, you haven't been getting enough. You haven't been getting enough food. Hellbor's fine. Whatever will become of you. My mother had me looking into this servant creature for you, but I'm afraid I haven't been getting anywhere. It's strange. I'm sure I've seen some reference to it before, but I'm drawing a blank when I try to find anything. I think Lord Fremont's archives would be a good place to look. I was going to post this to you, but I was in town anyway, so I thought I'll drop it off in person. That and sneak in some Hellbor hugs. Hellbor is my king. And Hellbor has a good diet. Don't you shame him. He has a great diet. Sorry, I had to close my door. I've not been getting anywhere looking through my collections in Ambleside for any merchant of the servant, but Lord Fremont's archives at Muncaster are home to many ancient and esoteric scrolls covering a wide variety of subjects. It might be worth a visit. Muncaster. I followed Fremont's manservant deep into the vaults of the castle. 2 hours later, I have still found no mention of the servant. On the verge of giving up, a name grabbed my attention. The Woken Dindru. Didn't Verona say that was another name for this servant? The Woken Dindru is loyal to the summoner who becomes its master and can bend its terrible power to their will. This servant is assumed to be immortal since it has no known vulnerabilities, but that does not mean that it cannot be defeated. Many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near Blackcomb to the south of the Watcher, the Great Oak, and the Dindru was ousted from this world. Unfortunately, although we know that 5 plants were required for the ritual, the specific plants are not known. Created near Blackcomb. Okay. Norwood, please. I find it's the only thing that keeps me from nodding off on the night shift. A bite of the crunchy root of this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face, an unpleasant sensation accompanied by sharp focus. It is claimed that Norwood releases spores that are invisible to the naked eye, showing up only under natural light. The large demon seems to be the source of that carp ogre. don't know why these are over here. They should be over here. What is this description? It gives me nothing. Releases spores that are invisible to the naked eye, only showing under natural light. My book says that Nora releases spores that only show. I have a device in my possession that I could use to view them. Oh! This? I'm confused. Okay, I just did some cheating. There it is. There it is. At first I was like, I didn't see that flower nowhere. I didn't see that. I didn't see a thing. Don't get mad at me for cheating. I'm tired. Okay? And I'm trying to make sure my man gets it right, okay? Alright. Created near Blackcomb. Somewhere over here, yes. Yes. To the south of the Watcher, the Great Oak, and the Dendro. Unfortunately, although we know that 5 plants are required for the specific plants. To the south. Where the heck is the Watcher? Is that like somewhere else? A small stone shrine sits off to one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the center of the stone, widening into recesses. At the base, 5 slots for 5 plants. This is the right place, but I'm too early. I need Verona Green's help to perform the ritual. Well, at least I know where it is. Oh man, I need to go to Gosforth and see what this coin is about. The first letter of the Latin name of a plant known as golden light. The number of petals on a lucky Kabbalah flower. Kabbalia flower. 7. I know that. When her chance finally came, she did not hesitate even for a moment afterwards. When the artist was dead, she felt only elation. Years after she had first laid eyes on the book, she had what she needed. Known as golden light. I feel like I remember flower. It was the one I found with this. Long Meg. South 3, East 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Came for us. We were attacked in the night by the servant, and all my time in the forest I've never experienced anything like what happened last night. L7. The forest came alive and drove the beast back. Arduina saved us. It's the only explanation that makes any sense. One thing is clear, we cannot do this alone. We must not allow the servant to get its hands on what it's looking for. I'm trusting you with this, a secret that the sisterhood has kept for hundreds of years, a tool to defeat the Woken Dendru. Keep it safe. Use it wisely, you'll know how to open it, of course. I will. I will. I'm gonna make sure my 7 is correct, even though I'm pretty sure it is. I amble through meadowlands, stopping every so often to examine any wildflowers that catch my eyes. Buttercups, daisies, cowslips, red clover, knapweed, cat's ear, and hidden among them something new from my collection. They're saying the sisterhood has been attacked. Don't know how much more than that those seeds of redemptionists have got all excited about. There's a bunch of them chanting outside Pullovers right now. Foxfield Trident. From Foxville to the Trident points me in the direction of some foothills northwest of this one-side stone circle. A faint path leads me over a ridge and into the dell. Here a plant thrives, sheltered from the wind. So many purple plants. I'm going to Blackcomb. I will kill this servant. My people are saying he who lives without fear does not live at all. I will not say that I am not afraid, but it would be no bad thing to die hunting such a noble adversary. I will take Embersoul. What the heck is Lesser Meridoc? Yeah, no, I'm not killing no random man. I'm gonna give him some Embersoul. Allow me to present my services. I own a small shop that specializes in curiosities. I would have thought that someone in your position ought to be interested in pursuing our collection of manuscripts on elixirs, for example. Arnside Antiques. The dark exterior of Arnside Antiques blends into its surroundings. A tailor called Jones and an ugly-looking haberdashery to the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I am greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines, their uses unfathomable, occupy rows of display cases. It is some time before I peel myself away, returning to Undermere with 2 new recipes for elixirs that demand further study. Made from a combination of... Can I label this? Interesting. The dreams have changed. I understand now what I need to do. When your librarian friend visits tomorrow, give her this instead of the palliance she will ask for. She knows something that she's not telling you. That's suspicious. Suspicious, suspicious, suspicious. Huh. Should we try and make this elixir? Arbituum alicrasis. Maculosus. Lincefortis. Kabbalah. Hinchchuck. The fruit of the hinchchuck can have a startling effect on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure. Growing at burst, they give it a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens, turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest. I might not have the plants to do this. Okay. Alright, well, I'm just gonna end it there then. And more Raven Spider. Equipped with the Arda's knowledge, she journeyed west to the stone circle. Unknown to her, she was not alone as she made her preparations. Alright. I'm gonna stop there. And we're gonna find out if our librarian? I don't know, bro. I can't speak. Friend is lying, I guess. Or she's not telling us something. Maybe she's not lying. Maybe she's just keeping secrets. Yeah. But that'll be everything this time. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!